Yes,
Is
sir.
Myron joining us now or after?
I sent him the invite. He's gonna join in the middle or whatever it is. We'll figure a way to segue him in.
Gotcha.
Holla at your boy. All right, go ahead and share it up. Share it up. Share it up. We're live.
There we go. Mm, there we go.
All right.
Oops.
Hopefully, I gotta mute Facebook. People be messaging and shit. Be annoying.
You popular.
No, I'm not. All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Recording in progress.
All right, man. Welcome back. We got another episode of Inspired by True Events Sports Podcast here. You got your co-host, co-founder of Inspired by True Events Network, Lawrence here. I'm feeling good, living good. It's Friday, Junior. Can't complain. I'm back with my boys. Who we got today? What's good? What's good?
Go. Let's see. Kenny, you want to start us off?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm reading something.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Oh, what's up? Your boy Phil, 781. All socials that you want to add me. Phil Promo. Feeling good this week. I just have a little statement to read that Neil sent me. He said or else, so he said a little heads up. Shohei Otani is God's greatest creation. I expect him to win MVP for many years to come, back to back to back. And anyone who isn't tuning into his career right now is an idiot. Wave at camera and smile. Okay, we're good.
What up? It's Kenny, and I'm glad I let you go first because, Neil, if you're watching, I would just like to know what happened to Otani in the first inning last night that he couldn't even get out of, allowing
Rocked.
7 runs. But hey, what do I know?
And you said in the chat like, oh, he's gonna like go off against the Yankees or something. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
rocked.
you love to see it. Love to see it.
Well, Neil's crying somewhere about that. So
Oh man. Hold on real quick. Hey, Otto said we here. He's here early. I like it, brother. I like it.
Good. This way, you don't have to ask us an hour later to talk about something that we already talked
Right.
about.
Right. For real. Man, I'm just really excited for today. NBA playoffs is heating up even more. Finals is set for the Western side.
like the sun is
We'll,
heating up.
literally
But
the West side. Literally the West side is heating up. So we're gonna definitely get into that. Um, you guys talked about the glory boy over there in baseball. He's heating up. But Kenny, you said he did bad last night.
Yeah, he got lit up, but he didn't even get out of the first inning. He lost 7 runs to the Yankees.
Ooh.
But ultimately didn't hurt his team because the Yankees stink at baseball and had a 7-3 lead going into the ninth inning and blew it and lost the game 11-8. But I mean, so even when the guy stinks, he still doesn't cost his team games.
Sadness.
Sadness. True sadness. Oh man. Let's hold on really quick. We got Myron's in here too. He just joined. We'll have him join too. You gotta turn yourself, bro. You about to have us like this. There we go.
There we go.
What's good, bro? How you doing? Oh, we got audio. We should have sent the audio team out.
All right, I think I'm good now.
Yep, we're good.
What's good, bro? Introduce yourself to the people. I'm not gonna do it because I'm lazy today.
Today.
Hey man, I'm nobody special. You know, I'm just a guest. I'm a sport fanatic. You know what I mean? I'm just here to talk some ball.
All right. How's your week been going, man?
My week's been going good, man. You know, just raising these kids, driving me insane. You know, following up on these sports. What about y'all? How y'all been?
Man, I feel good. This week's been a long week, but getting through it. It's Friday Junior, as I always say, weekly. So can't wait.
Definitely. Kenny, Phil, how y'all been?
Oof.
Can't complain, you know.
Yeah.
Like Lawrence said, Friday Junior, it's always good.
Right.
So, I mean, I just found out that Chris Paul could have potentially went to the Celtics. So,
Phil, if I have to tell you one more
I
time,
know.
how many times do these stories come out with the almost and the this and the that? If you're a Celtics fan, just give it up. You're never gonna make the big trade, and someone was almost gonna sign with you. That's all you're ever gonna hear. Give it up.
Have
it's over.
Homegrown talent. They have to be drafted to be great. You're not getting.
It's done.
You're not gonna get traded great talent.
I'm just happy Chris Paul put the Celtics as an option. So
that died with KG and Ray.
What good does that do? They had you as an option. Like, think about that.
A runner-up.
Options don't work.
Right, like, jeez, Phil.
But man, let's. I want to definitely talk some football, man. Just what's been going on in football, Phil, as far as right now. I know there's
not
been
a lot.
There's been some retirements.
Right.
So there was Demaryius Thomas retired as a Bronco.
Yeah.
What y'all think? What you think of his career? He said,
he's one of the
Kenny's like, I only seen Julio Jones for a decade.
I think he'll be a Bronco. I think he'll be a Broncos legend, but not Hall of Fame worthy.
Legend is a very strong word.
Well, for the Broncos wise,
it's still a very strong word to use.
That's a reach.
Well, Broncos great. Sorry, Bronco great.
I mean, I still even struggle with that. Like, I mean, he was good. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
Plus, he had the iconic, catch where Tim Tebow in overtime against the Steelers, just getting that catch to win overtime. That's a legendary moment for him.
Yeah, I don't want to relive that, but what I was gonna say is he did have a great 5-year run in the league, and like he was top notch. He was that dude when he was in his prime. It just didn't last that long. You know what I mean?
Right.
He had a short 5-year window where he was phenomenal, one of the top wide receivers in the league, and after that he kind of just fell off. But I don't know if I would call him a legend, but I still do respect his game a lot for what he did in his prime, in that short prime he had.
Yeah, and I think that if he played with better quarterbacks for longer, it'd be different. I mean, like, he had Tim Tebow and Kyle Orton. Like, he got Peyton Manning, but that was at the end of his career. Like, I think if he was a guy who had even a mediocre quarterback, it'd be different.
I know. I liked him as a receiver. He was. I feel like if he didn't get. Do you feel like he was injury prone though? I don't think he was injury prone, but he got hurt.
Injury prone?
He got hurt at the wrong time.
How many injuries
I don't really
have?
Yeah, so I don't remember him really being injured. I just don't remember remember the Broncos being that great. Except they had a couple of good seasons, and then like Myron said, he had a 5-year run where he was great. But I don't know. When you look back at football, you could tell the story without Demaryius Thomas.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
And like he's retiring now. Like, bro, you've been out of the league for how long? And no one's called you. Like, is this really retiring or just
right? I think
no
the last time
the
last time I heard of him was him getting traded from the Patriots to the Jets. That's the last time I heard of Demaryius Thomas, to be honest.
Yeah. And just to put some context around that 5-year prime that he had, because I just pulled his numbers up right here. The first 3 years of that prime was ridiculous. He put up 1,410, 1,414, 1,611 in those first 3 years. That was ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, like he was great, but like it just didn't last long. It's like you kept waiting for him to like make it be a long-term thing, and it was like he popped and that was it.
Right. I mean, like I said, I'm sure he's gonna make it to like the Broncos Hall of Fame or Ring of Circle, whatever they call it. But I don't see
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. I don't see him getting into like any Hall of Fame discussions at all. So, because I'm pretty sure he's loved Denver.
Yeah, although the Hall of Fame's watered down now, they kind of let a lot of people in there. Sometimes too late, but I mean, like, unfortunately, Eli Manning's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but that's a whole different argument for a different day.
I'm pretty sure we had that argument like twice already.
Yeah.
Once you start considering Julian Edelman for the Hall of Fame, come on, man.
Right?
Yeah. I love the guy. I didn't say he was. There's recorded evidence. I said he wasn't a Hall of Famer.
No, I know you agreed to it because you're not a non-delusional Patriot fan, but
sometimes here and there. It depends what the topic is about the Patriots, but hey.
Y'all think, Myron? You think Eli's first ballot?
First ballot, in my opinion, no, not a chance. I wouldn't. He has a 500 record for his career. He's what, 117 and 117?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
Nah, I don't like it. What's his touchdown to interception ratio? It can't be that great.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know off the top of my head, but like you said, just the record alone for me is enough. But what's sad is since his last name is Manning and he does have the 2 Super Bowls, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he will be.
Yeah. Oh, man. I really hope he's not. I think he's going to get in. I would put him in, but I'd make him wait a long time. Me personally.
100% agree.
Right.
Those 2 Super Bowls don't make up for a mediocre career.
Yeah.
And then we also have some news coming from Pittsburgh. David Castro gets released, and they signed Trey Turner. Myron, what do you think about that move? Since you're the Steelers fan.
Me personally, just watching the Steelers last year, David DeCastro wasn't the same guard that we seen from 2012 all the way up until 2020. He was hurt. He's getting old. I think he's 31 now. He's just kind of over the hill. He played bad. His pass protection was bad. He couldn't hold up in the run game. And I think, honestly, they should have released him after the season, but they wanted to give him a chance to get healthy because, he's been a Pro Bowl guard for us for years now. So you just give guys the benefit of the doubt, So that's what they did. And he came into this offseason. He can't stay healthy again. 3rd ankle surgery. And he's contemplating retirement. So the move had to be made. Trey Turner, I don't think is much of an upgrade, but as long as he can stay healthy, I guess is better than a guy who wasn't going to be on the field. But the offensive line is definitely a problem in Pittsburgh, and I feel bad for Najee Harris right now, to be honest.
And it's crazy because you go back even like as little as 2-3 years ago, and Pittsburgh had one of the best offensive lines in football. They just got old fast and didn't have young guys behind them to replace it. It's crazy to see how fast it changes.
And Marquise Pouncey was another one. Last year, he was, great center for us for all these years, and it just took that steep, decline down the hill.
It's like usually you could see it coming, but these guys, they were all elite talents and just boom. It's like they all got it was crazy to see what happened in Pittsburgh.
It just hit last year, and it was just done. And Marquise knew, so he retired. I kind of wish DeCastro would have did the same thing because this draft was so loaded with guards. Loaded with guards. We could have just had one so easily. Yeah. But, we held on to him, and it is what it is. I mean, we got Kevin Dotson. I love Kevin Dotson. He's going to be a beast. But outside of Kevin Dotson, like, who do we really have? I mean, we're banking on a rookie at center. Hopefully Kendrick Green could do something, but, if he doesn't, we got Kevin Dotson, and that's it.
Najee Harris has to do a lot of work in that backfield to try to, get free on a lot of those runs. So
you run behind 69.
You're gonna have to.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean that Pittsburgh has been a decent running team for now, but with all those injuries and all that, aging O-line is gonna have trouble. So that means Big Ben's gonna have to throw a lot more, which he isn't what he used to be anymore. So maybe an offensive struggle. So they're gonna have to rely on that defense a lot.
I don't think it's going to be so much of an offensive struggle though, because if you look at it, they still got pieces. The line is going to be your biggest problem because you just drafted Najee Harris. Your receiving core as a whole is one of the best receiving cores in football because you can go 4 deep and they're all starters. Like, I mean, they just brought in a new tight end, Pat Fryermuth. Eric Ebron is a capable tight end. Like, they have talent there. They just they have to stay healthy. The issue last year was they couldn't stay healthy, and they had that one period of games where they had 3 games in a 12-day span because of COVID. Like, that's going to hurt anybody, especially an older team.
Yeah. And we were running with like 4th and 5th string linebackers. After Devin Bush went down, and then his backup, Robert Spillane, went down, and then Vince Williams was out for a little bit. So it was rough, you know, just not having a steady offense, not having a run game, and then trying to deal with injuries at the same time. It's just, you can't have success like that. It's just no way.
Right. And then we also have something in the rumor mill going around because we know Aaron Rodgers isn't going to play for the Green Bay Packers for any longer, but we don't know where he's going to go currently. Is he going to stay there? Is he going to get traded?
Oh, but we don't know if he's not going to be there because they say they're adamant they're not getting rid of him.
So we don't know if he's going to do some like hosting in Jeopardy during his off time, if he's going to like hold out. So there's a little rumor that Devontae Adams, when his contract is up, might go play in Las Vegas with his old buddy Derek Carr. So
Derek Carr, yeah. Fresno State buddies.
Yeah,
I think about the Raiders if they get Devontae Adams.
I mean, I think it'd be great, but I think that it's just another example of somebody trying to make a story out of nothing. Like, he was in an interview and he just said, "Yeah, I would like to team up with my old teammate Derek Carr again." Like, I mean, everyone's going to say,
honestly,
I think it's just a way for them to run with the story.
Anybody would have said that, to be honest. You're right.
Right. Like, I mean, it's because what am I going to do? Say, no, I hated playing with Derek Carr and I make him look bad? Like, it's a rock and hard place
except
situation.
for those young Bama receivers that came out this year, Waddle and Smith, they were like, "Yeah, I want Mac Jones instead of Tua."
Right.
Hey, hopefully we see a lot of Mac Jones this year, but
yeah,
we'll see.
I was going to ask you, Phil. I was Adam Shine from Shine Sports yesterday said that he believes that Mac Jones will be your day one starter and that Cam Newton's going to be his biggest cheerleader.
Hey, if it does happen, I guess he will, because I'm hearing a lot of praise for Mac Jones. Like, I don't know where I've heard this comparison. Like, I think some random news report I saw online, they're saying he's like one of the best pocket passing prospects since Drew Brees, which that's kind of like high praise, but I don't see it personally.
Well, I mean, to use the word best prospect since Drew Brees wasn't a great prospect coming out of college, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
A rare projection.
No,
right.
Like,
if they're saying
and that's
he's going to be like Drew,
still an insult.
Right, it's an insult to Drew Brees at that point.
Right, just like pocket passes skill wise. I don't know why he used that analogy, but it's just weird.
We'll see though. What week you got him starting by, or you got him being the backup the whole season and he starts next season?
I'm gonna say after the Bucks game.
I say 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Week 4.
If the Bucks game goes,
how Cam plays.
Yeah.
It's all gonna.
If the Bucks, if the Bucks game goes bad, because I saw this from like online too. If the Bucks games go bad, which maybe they probably will because it's the Bucks, but they have the Texans the next week, so maybe you throw in Mac Jones against easily beatable Texans team to build up his confidence. So it could be around that week.
Right.
I think what happens is
Otto said, "Where's Loudmouth at? He's not here today. He has something to do."
I think at some point Cam's going to get hurt. Then that's when they go to Mac Jones and they just never go back. Because once you go to a rookie quarterback, you really can't bench them. You kill their confidence. So I think that's how it's going to go down.
Yeah, we seen that in Miami last year.
Exactly.
They try to throw him in, they take him out. Try to throw him in again, take him out. It was just terrible.
Right. That's like I can't blame Tua, and I'm not going to make any judgment on him yet because he was a young guy who got tossed into an impossible situation. That anytime the game got close, they took him out and didn't even let him prove himself. Like, how could I make a judgment off of you when you're not even out there for a full game yet? Yeah. It was just a rocky situation.
I'm just hoping Damian Harris is ready to take over that bell cow role. So hopefully he's going to have to run a lot with our quarterbacks. So hopefully he's ready.
Yeah, we're going to be losing a lot, so we can be able to run the ball. So
it's all right. We'll probably win some miracle games here and there. We won against Baltimore, so there's some winnable games.
I'm a believer in Damian Harris. Maybe it's because I'm an Alabama fan. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little biased, but
yeah,
I like him. I think he'll do good.
The only thing
I like him. I just don't think that the Pats are going to be in a situation where they can run the ball as much as they want.
I mean, he was a decent receiving back in Alabama, and I don't know why they didn't give him involved in more passing sets last year, but hopefully they do involve in more passing sets this year because he has the capabilities of it. He just needs to get the ball thrown more.
He's a dog. He's a dog.
Potential fancy draft pick. So first round.
What? He is for sure.
Go ahead, have it. You go ahead, take him in the first round, please.
You said first round?
Pull a Cam.
Come on.
I'm only saying that because Cam Akers will be taken in the first round by Neil, so I'm just saying that to make fun of Neil.
But honestly, though, Neil said Cam Akers is getting some projections in the first round in some fantasy drafts. So
that's wild.
It's really not when you think about
14
it.
14 team leagues? How deep are the leagues?
No, it's like 12 or 10 team leagues. And it's not insane to think about though. When you looking at it, there aren't many running backs that aren't running back by committee. Sure, Cam Akers might be running back by committee, but he's going to be their clear-cut go-to back this year.
Yeah, if it's a committee, it's going to be committee by default. He might get 80% of the snaps.
Exactly.
The other 20 will go to whoever else, but he's getting the majority of those snaps. Exactly.
And that's when it comes to fantasy football, you want a running back like that. There aren't many of them left. So, realistically, we laughed at Neil, but now that the way that the offseason is panning out, Cam Akers might be a late first-round pick in fantasy football drafts.
Yeah. And their passing game is going to help him out a lot, too, because I'm a believer in Matthew Stafford.
Absolutely.
I like their offense a lot.
He has 0.5 more seconds to throw, so I'd love the Stafford in the Rams system.
I mean, I just think I look
getting that notebook ready for the fantasy thing. So
I'm already ahead of you. I got a whole notepad ready.
I'm ready.
I've already
got it right here.
So you guys are done. Yeah.
Taking that money home. Yeah, you can kiss Calvin Ridley. Go on.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You can reach all you want. I'm not reaching on receivers. I don't care.
It's gone.
Okay.
Go ahead. You'll take them too early, and then I'll just snatch of everybody else, and you'll have Calvin Ridley and no win. So that's fine by me.
Yeah, that is a good question. When we should start thinking about that soon.
Thinking about it soon. It's July 1st. They ain't even reported to camps yet.
Yeah, we should get it ready though.
It's going to be in August. That's when everyone else does their drafts. Start thinking about it. This is July 1st.
Listen, time is going to fly, bro.
Man.
It's already July.
I do my drafts September 1st, man. Dudes be tearing their ACLs in preseason.
That's what I'm saying. You want to draft in mid-July, go for it.
I try to do it a couple days before the regular season starts, just in case.
September 1st for me. You go ahead and tear all your ACLs in preseason all you want.
Put the league together. I'm
not saying
some sites you can't even do it yet though. They're not even in because it's July 1st.
I don't know if I can do the 6 leagues again this season. That was rough on me. That was a lot.
I do 2 leagues. We're done after that.
Were they all paid leagues?
Oh, what? Why would I do 6 free ones?
For pride.
I'm just saying, 6 paid leagues, you put yourself under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that. At some point, you have to have everybody and be playing against everybody. You can't even get excited anymore. Yeah. Calvin Ridley scores a touchdown. Oh, cool. Oh, shit, but I'm playing in 4 other leagues. What?
Right.
Gotcha.
So I learned my lesson on that. I might have to cap myself at 3.
Gotcha. Any other NFL topics we got to cover, or you want to transition to the NBA? Okay. So just to start off NBA, we got a little, fun little this or that game. So we're going to pick out of all 4 of us, who would you rather have hitting a free throw if your life depended on it? So I'm going to read out the first one. We're going to go with Ben Simmons or Dwight Howard. You have to make both of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Give me Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I'm taking
with
Dwight.
That little flicking wrist.
Both?
I'm going Dwight.
I'm going Dwight.
Hey, you know who I'm going with. That's my favorite player. I'm going to go with Dwight Howard to save my life.
Bro, 10 plus years.
Right. It's a little off, but he'll make it eventually. Shaq or Ben Wallace?
Boy, what is this?
Probably Ben Wallace.
I just want a nice casket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not liking either of my choices here, but I'd go Ben Wallace here.
I don't really remember Ben Wallace. He was
That's what I'm saying.
I think he was bad at free throw shooting.
Right, I would say he was bad, but I remember Shaq for being notoriously bad. I don't remember Dwight, Ben Wallace. So I'm going Ben Wallace.
Yeah, I take Ben Wallace because Ben Wallace ain't had no hack of Shaq.
Gotcha. Who you got, Myron?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ben Wallace, man. I mean, Shaq. Yeah, you even got nothing to say about that.
Shaq's been in battle bars. He been in rap lines for not missing free throws. All of that. So,
So we got. I'm gonna go with Shaq. I'm gonna go Shaq. Yeah.
You gonna take Shaq?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Shaq because he.
What are the career numbers though?
Ooh,
Like, can you pull that up?
I will
Do
pull
we
it.
know what Ben Wallace's free throw percentage is in his career?
Because that makes a difference.
Because I think Shaq was a bad free throw shooter, but he made timely free throws in his career.
I'm looking it up right. Ben Wallace was 41.4.
With Shaq,
41.
Yeah, your life on the line.
Shaq was 52.7.
Oh yeah, I'm going Shaq.
Oh,
Shaq,
no.
Oh.
We gotta stay with our 40%. We gotta stay with our 40%, bro. Yo,
We dead, man.
Everybody in the chat, who y'all picking for free throws if your life depended on it? Ben Wallace.
Did you shoot better
Shaq.
with the fro for Ben Wallace, or did you shoot better like before the fro? That's the biggest question for me. It depends which Ben Wallace.
Oh no.
Yeah. So next one, Ben Simmons or Ben Wallace.
After hearing that, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
What's Ben Simmons' percentage? Hopefully, it's not as low as Ben Wallace.
Let me see. All time. Let me see. Shooting.
Free throw percentage for his career is
5.
60%.
Yeah, 60%.
Ooh, so it's just a bad postseason run then.
And Ben Simmons is like capable. Like he in college, he could shoot. He just like stopped. Like I think if he started again, he'd be okay.
Right. It's just
that man has zero confidence.
Yeah, like he just got to start doing it again. Like it's not something you could just not do for 3 years and say, okay, now I'm a jump shooter. Like doesn't work.
We got Nigel in the building.
What's up, Nigel?
Myron Nigel said was good. We got Otto in the chat too. Rick's in the chat. Man,
Then the last
my guy Nigel.
IBTE Sports Podcast, man. Shout out to Hooper's Rehab. Everything he doing over there.
Facts. I was
Shout
repping
out
the
to
Mercy
him for
City.
sure.
Actually, if you in Utica, he got a tournament this weekend, I believe. Or I think competitive runs. There's a tournament. You can correct me in the chat, bro.
I think it's competitive runs.
Yeah, competitive.
Yeah,
runs.
it runs.
So
Yeah.
I might have to get my $10. Might go out there a little bit and run around.
I was about to say, I was hooping today. I was repping the Hooper's Rehab merch, and they kept like asking who it was, so I did a little bit of promo, a little bit.
Oh man.
See,
more,
full of frames in the house too.
You got any more casket goals?
Yeah, the last one. Ben Simmons or Shaq?
Shaq Diesel.
Yeah, I'm taking Shaq. But Shaq paid forever, so.
Yeah. Plus, he I think did he hit that fruit there in that scary movie skit or no? The one where him and Dr.
No.
Phil are in the bathroom. He just
No, he missed it.
yeah.
We got Fuller Frames in the building. He said come through for the runs. I might have to, bro. Not gonna hold you.
Gotcha.
Fuller Frames
Yeah,
in the
that's pretty-
building. Hooper's Rehab. Allow him. Make sure y'all hit share on this video to your friends. Put it in all y'all group chats. Feel me?
Thanks.
He said IBT Sports over ESPN.
Right. They lucky we not in person yet. They lucky.
Right. And then that's all for the free throw questions. Because if your life is in the hands of those guys shooting free throws, then yeah, like Lawrence said, get the casket ready. Hopefully, have some strong people to carry you with the casket. So. Ooh.
Oh man. What else we got?
What do we got next, Phil?
We also have. I saw this topic floating around Facebook here and there. Who would you rather have as a number one option, like leadership wise, playing wise, everything, like total package? Trey Young or Kyrie Irving? Because we see Trey Young leading his team right now to the potentially finals, but as far as right now, Eastern Conference Finals, and we known Kyrie Irving to be better as a second or third option rather than number one option. So how do you guys feel about that?
I think it'd be
I'm gonna
cool
go
to
Trey.
say, for me, it'd be cool to say Trey Young, but I feel like that's a whole lot of recency bias. Like, I think Trey is doing great. Like, don't get me wrong.
For me lately, type thing.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think he's great, and I think that if we're still having this question 2-3 years from now, then I'll say Trey Young, but it's still one season. So, I mean, I have never seen Kyrie lead a team on his own. I will say that. I still haven't seen that, but I got to give the guy a benefit of the doubt. Like, he is great.
I haven't seen it either, and I saw him play in Boston. So
I'm gonna go
Right.
with I'm gonna go with Kyrie. Hoping that he's not walking around the court with Sage and shit. If it's just a regular Kyrie, I'm gonna take my chances and take Kyrie. But if he's doing all that other bullshit, I'm gonna take Trey. But for the most part,
trust me. There's a lot of me that wants to say Trey Young, like just because what he's doing this year is absolutely phenomenal. But I got to hold off. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be a prisoner of the moment just for the simple fact that we're seeing this 1 year out of Trey that we've never seen out of Kyrie. Not saying skill wise that he's better, that he's a better player or anything. It's just that Kyrie has never led a team the way that Trey is doing right now. He's never done it. We've never seen it, so I don't want it. I want Trey.
No, it's 100%. When he was in Boston, we saw he could not lead them. Right. He obviously with the Nets when KD was hurt, he did not lead them. Right. In Cleveland, he did it because LeBron was there. Before LeBron was there, he did not lead them. So
I just don't think he's capable.
Yeah, I mean, going for me, I'd probably choose Trey as well because I've seen Kyrie try to be the leader in Boston, and that didn't work out very well. And just off the small sample size of Trey Young as of right now, I'm gonna have to go with Trey because he's leading them all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. He had a couple injuries on the team with DeAndre Hunter, Okongwu, the rookie, and he still brought them this far. Well, he's not there right now, but I know he's gonna be there on the sidelines cheering him on if he's available to at least be in the arena. So I'm gonna have to go with Trey.
Right. Fuller said in the chat, he say second year LeBron type stuff. Trey Young is an easy assist machine and a walking bucket. That is very true. He gets to it. And he's they're playing right now, actually, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, they're losing right now.
We're gonna get to that.
We got Milwaukee going to the finals. Yeah, hopefully.
We got Michael Beasley coming back. He's playing in the summer league. He's playing
for the Blazers. Yep.
For the Blazers. So, hey man, what y'all think about Michael Beasley's career and him coming back at this point? How old is he? 30 something? 30.
I don't know.
He's up there.
I can look at
next topic. I'm just saying he was irrelevant when he was in the league. Cool, good for you.
I'm a sum it up in 2 words for Michael Beasley. Wasted talent.
Yeah,
he's 32.
Right. Yeah, Giannis and Trey are out. Yep.
Yeah. As of right now, he's 32 years old.
Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I guess a shot. It's nothing more than just a shot to get back in there.
I don't understand why. Even if he makes a team, just give it the 10th man. I'm confused on why this is okay.
Hey, they took a gamble. They took a gamble with. Well, I don't think I should have been a gamble on Melo. So I'm guessing they're trying to, do the same thing with Michael Beasley. But it's definitely
don't compare the two at all. It's not even comparable.
I was waiting for that reaction.
Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest scorers of all time and always has been. Michael Beasley has always been, like Myron said, wasted talent. So I don't even know how this is a topic. So we're talking about Michael Beasley making a summer league team.
He said, "Put some respect on his name."
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see him doing anything, but hey, maybe we'll see some funny stuff from Michael Beasley.
So have y'all been watching the Bucks and Hawks series at all?
A lot.
I watched a few games.
Okay. So what do y'all think of the game? The series right now, it is tied 2-2. Giannis and Trey are out. So tonight, does Chris Middleton prevail?
He's got him up by 9 at half right now.
Yeah, honestly, for the Bucks, for me, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, it's your time to shine. No Giannis, I think the offense is going to be a little more fluid. They're going to be better free throw wise and shooting wise. So if you want the Bucks to win, if the Bucks want to win, rely on those two and everyone else do your thing. I think Giannis' brother could get a lot more time. Thanias could maybe as a defensive tool, but I think that if you had to choose between a duo from the Hawks or Bucks, I'm taking the Bucks duo in Middleton and holiday any day. Since no stars were
Yeah.
there.
I think it's
Yeah.
really impressive to see the Hawks got Cam Reddish is back too. Kayvon is doing his thing.
Kayvon Herter.
Capella is doing their thing. Like, it's nice seeing the Hawks like kind of come together, and the roster is kind of filling out at the right time where those guys are stepping up. So it's definitely making it harder for Milwaukee. Milwaukee probably thought it was going to be a cakewalk, but the Hawks got another thing coming. I should have went to this game, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, you said if it doesn't go, you said something about Game 5, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I should have went.
You're gonna go out to Milwaukee?
Oh no! Doesn't it switch if somebody wins at a certain place? Doesn't it switch the location?
No, the first two are in Milwaukee.
It's 2-2,
second
1-1-1.
two in Atlanta. The
Right.
third one's in, then the fifth one's in Milwaukee. Sixth one's in Atlanta. Seventh one's in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Okay,
Two,
so
two,
it must have been
1-1-1.
6 then. That I was looking at, because
Yeah.
I think I was looking at I think it was a Saturday. Yeah, so it would have been the third that they're playing, because they play Saturday. Yeah, so I think that's what I was looking. So I misspoke on which game it was.
Hey, it's just more advantage for the Suns. They get to rest up and plan for their opponent. So and plus
Middleton is a bucket, man. Get the truth.
he didn't perform last game, but hopefully he performs this game because the Suns are just like scouting their opponent right now, so they get a lot of rest. They get it, and plus their star player on either team is going to be hurt or unavailable. So it's kind of it's the Suns' opportunity to grab right here.
Yeah. Although I think Trey Young's injury is a little less scary than Giannis's.
Yeah.
We saw Giannis's. They said there's no structural damage, but that was not good. Like, that did not look good. Like, if you're the Bucks, you are not like.
He's at least out 2 to 4 weeks, I believe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to plan for life without Giannis. If you're the Hawks, you're thinking we're gonna get Trey back at some point. Like, the Bucks have to move forward as if maybe we don't get Giannis back.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I thought he tore his knee for a second.
Yeah, it looked nasty.
How far it went back, so that's what's crazy.
And that's a tough deal, man. You don't have Giannis, you might as well pack it up. To be honest,
Right. If you don't have Giannis against the Suns, DeAndre Ayton is gonna have a field day against Brook Lopez.
Yeah. Do y'all see this going 7 games?
I could see it going 7.
Potentially, yeah.
I could. It's an even matchup right now in my eyes,
It
even
really
without
is.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that the Bucks, I think they're probably going to win tonight. They're only up 9 right now, but I think they'll probably win tonight. But then I think Atlanta wins it in Atlanta.
And then they got to come back to Milwaukee for Game 7.
Yep, and Game 7, anything can happen.
Right. 2 straight Game 7s for the Bucks. That's not good for them if they're going up against a Suns team that's going to be rested. So,
Not good.
good luck to
Especially if
Milwaukee.
Giannis has to go hobbling through that shit to will his team. It's going to be tough. But
Yeah, I see Marcus said in the chat, Giannis tried to play today, the coach is sad. I'm like, of course, the competitor and Giannis is going to want to play, but
Yeah.
they're got to think long term. Like, if I play you this playoff series, I'm never going to have the same Giannis again for the rest of your career.
Right.
yep,
Right.
very true, very true.
If it was the finals, I think they would
Right.
consider it a lot more
Yeah.
because it's
I
the
agree.
finals. That's what you play for. So
Because that's why KD tried to come back with that whole hamstring / Achilles injury, and then it kind of blew up. So we don't want that same thing happen to Giannis. So
Mhm.
Right.
we're gonna get that as long as we can. Let's see.
yeah, these type of situations always make me think about that Super Bowl with the Rams when they didn't want to give Todd Gurley the ball, and I was just like, oh my god, bro, like it's the Super Bowl. This is what you play for, right?
Right.
Give him
You
the
got
rock.
4 months off after this, bro. Like,
I mean-
who cares if he can't walk tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Todd Gurley. I don't blame Todd Gurley for
Who
getting the
cares if
rest.
he can't walk tomorrow?
I mean,
Hey,
this is what you
it's
play
just
for, man.
it's
Give him
arthritis
the
though. It's
rock.
not, I'm not talking like he can't walk because like he's injured, like his legs. It's like arthritis. Like he was gonna, like, my grandmother's got arthritis. She gets bad arthritis. She can't walk in the morning. You know, like that's all it's gonna be just for like a month. It's all right.
They say Giannis has a high pain tolerance.
Good for you. But that structural damage is no joke though. Like you
Right.
you can have a high pain tolerance, but your
Fuck is he
your
going
body
through?
is not gonna react the same way. Like
Your body gonna get hurt.
that's what I'm saying. Like you could not feel it, but your body's gonna give out.
Right, exactly. So, man, the main topic, the Suns complete. We got Game 6 last night against the Clippers. CP3 and the Suns going to the finals. CP3 going to his first finals ever after how long of a career?
16 years. Well, this
16
year
years.
16.
16. So, man, it's been a long time coming for that boy.
Plus Monty Williams
He
too.
finally got there through wheelchairs, crutches, walking boots. I don't know what else.
Endless memes of him getting crossed up and falling.
Did y'all think that was a push off?
Which one?
The one they made the meme of the State Farm commercial. Did y'all see that?
What's
It's different.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
I don't think it's. I don't. The one where he's like,
Yeah, where he goes crashing through the window, but it's like
I saw that.
it's like it's like PG crosses him up and he basically pushes him off, and then it flies to another cutscene to the state, the State
I
Farm
think it was
commercial.
a
where
slight
somebody's-
push off, but
Yeah, somebody's going through the window. It's
Well,
funny as shit.
here's the Chris Paul is a notorious flopper, as we all know too. So Paul George could have just tapped him and he was going to go flying. Like that's what he does.
because I remember Pat Bev mocked him for it, like when during a shot attempt. So
It's like really funny though. Like everyone, like obviously, they all bash LeBron and call him a crybaby and a flopper. And Chris Paul is the biggest flopper in the NBA. We don't really hear about it as much as I feel like we should. Like Chris Paul is bad.
For real. He definitely is. He definitely is. He taught James Harden well. James Harden wasn't doing none of that shit with the with OKC. He was with the Rockets, and then once CP3 got there, he started pump faking all over the place. So you gotta do this. This is how you get the competitive edge. This is how you get the 40 points a game.
But I'm glad for Chris Paul. I mean, it couldn't happen to a better dude. Like the league counted him out how many times? Like they moved him from the Clippers to the Rockets, and the Rockets said, "No, we don't want you. We'll send you to OKC." OKC's like, "No, we don't want you in your contract. We'll send you to Phoenix." Like that's a great thing. It couldn't happen to a better person.
I have a question for the group.
Yep.
If the Suns do win this championship, do we see Chris Paul staying? Because they have to pay people like Ayton, Bridges as well, and Chris Paul is definitely going to want a bag. So do we see him moving on or taking a pay cut?
I could see him going to another team. And
Maybe a certain team in Massachusetts, maybe.
Oh my goodness!
Nothing. Go ahead.
Guards are the last thing y'all need right now.
No, we definitely have like 5 centers. We definitely need a guard right now.
Y'all need to help Tatum or just let him go.
Chris Paul would be perfect.
I could see two things. I could see the Banana Boat crew trying to team up one last time because I always said they wanted to play together. Or if they win the finals, I can just see Chris Paul saying, "You know what? I finally won the title. I'm at the top of the world right now. That's it."
State Farm commercials. Rest of my life.
So you're
saying
So you're saying CP3, Melo, Braun, AD, and Caruso.
Correct.
Wait,
pretty much.
That was a free agent. No?
And Caruso. I started that shooting guard.
I thought Melo signed a contract with the Blazers he's free agent.
Yeah,
I'm pretty positive that Melo's available. Yeah, because they were saying about the Lakers going after Melo.
Even though he's seeking citizenship elsewhere.
Hey, do what you got to do, young man.
You support that, Kenny? You won't say that out loud.
I love Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player. He's a great basketball player, and he's a phenomenal social justice warrior.
Questionable human being when it comes to the opposite sex.
I know Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, and that's what I speak on.
We're here to talk about sports, nothing else.
Bro, that's a crazy story, but I don't know, like CP3 to see him like actually get to this point because you can see how competitive he is, even from the series with the Lakers. Like him and Braun are best friends, but he's trying to like really kill him, like every game. And then
He's competitive,
like super competitive. So it's nice to see him get to that point.
Yeah.
If he wins it, I feel like everybody's rooting for him right now too.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hate CP3 to be honest.
Yeah.
Really though,
unless you're like nationwide or all state. Completely different story.
Oh my god,
that was a good one, but that was corny as shit. It was a good one.
Okay. That's why we don't have a comedy segment on IBT. We have sports and other stuff. Make sure you check them out though.
If they do win though, like I don't see how Phoenix could not try to re-sign Chris Paul though. Like I know they got to sign them other dudes, but
It's clear. It's clear he's the glue to what's going on.
Right, like the only way I think you don't try to bring him back is if but I don't think he's going to be this crazy and demand a max contract. Like I think he knows where he's at in his career.
Yeah.
Right. So if CP3 does leave, then the Suns are back to trash again, or do you think they'll be like some kind of contender?
Nah.
Not at all. If CP3 leaves, the Suns are a contender still in the West. Like
you still got that championship DNA. At the end of the day, you were there. You played in all those games, so
right.
Don't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of the whole championship thing, obviously there was a lot of talk and BS about the whole Lakers winning the championship last year and calling it a Mickey Mouse ring. Should people have the same energy about that this year with so many injuries to star players?
Here's my thing. If you're gonna discredit the Lakers ring last year, then yes, you have to discredit this year's as well because of all the injuries. Like it wasn't. But to me, you can't discredit either because all these teams had the same exact circumstances, and this was the best team given the circumstances they were given.
Right.
How could I fault the Lakers for having to play last year in the bubble when everyone had to play in the bubble? Lakers were the best team in the bubble. They win. Yep. This year, whoever wins the title, let it be the Suns, the Bucks, the Hawks, everybody had to deal with injuries. Everyone had to play injured teams. These were the best teams. I'm supposed to now say, well, that doesn't count. No, they were still the best of that year, and that's what the champion is crowning the best for that year.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I agree 100% with everything he just said. And you can't discredit either one of them.
I think it's just moving the goalposts every time. That's what it is. Like they just
it really isn't like
complain.
I saw Trey posted today on Facebook. He shared something about people bashing the Suns, like, oh, look at they beat this hurt team, this hurt team, this hurt team. But if the Suns would have lost any of those rounds, you would be clowning them saying they lost to a hurt team. Like, so now it's a bad thing that they won those series. Like, I don't understand. What do you want from them? Like, they won the games. If they lost the games, we'd be talking. Nothing makes sense.
Hey, that's the world of sports for you. Nothing makes sense.
It's not even the world of sports. It's just people need something to complain about 24/7.
Yeah, and shout out to
whatever fits their narrative.
Yeah, shout out to
exactly.
Shout out to D Book too. Man, that guy's unreal.
With the nose injury too.
Because I was just like 2 years ago. I was like, yo, why would you sign back to the Suns, bro? They got nobody there for you. But I think that was before Ayton got there. And he's just sitting there by himself. He got that max contract, so that 70. My bro, you about to just stay here for your whole youth. Finally here now. But they got a pretty good team, man.
He saw the vision, Lawrence.
He saw the vision.
Plus, Jay Crowder. Yeah, Jay Crowder's going to second NBA Finals in a row, back to back. Huge, very good piece for them.
Best player in NBA.
Yeah. Gotta be right, back to back.
I gotta go.
Right, and he locked up Braun too.
Gotta go.
I'm
locked up Braun. Miss me with that nonsense.
Don't shoot the messenger.
He didn't lock up Braun. He did not lock up Braun.
I was just kidding, bro. I was just kidding. Look at his face. He said, bro, oh no, he didn't.
What?
He hit Braun with a salsa dance in the background.
Braun was tripping on him.
Also, speaking of multiple finals runs, shout out to the executive, James Jones, because we know he was notorious for making multiple finals runs. So shout out to him. I think he won executive of the year too, so definitely shout out to him.
What else we got? We got another hypothetical from Phil with this madness. He got.
Hey, I'm trying to make something out of nothing.
Who wins in a 7-game series? The 2013 Miami Heat or the 2021 Brooklyn Nets? Fully healthy. Fully healthy. We'll give you fully healthy for a team that didn't win nothing versus a team that.
Cool.
That's all I'm saying.
2013 LeBron James is the best basketball player ever created.
God.
Like there's nobody better than that LeBron James. So when I don't care who the matchup is, I'm picking that team. And now I add Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to that team and a decent Mario Chalmers at the time,
and Ray Allen as well.
Yeah, and Ray and Sniper Ray Allen.
Hold on. Who knows Daniel Crawford?
I don't know, but he said Phil looks like he's being held hostage.
Well, obviously, because Neil told me to see the whole Otani thing, so definitely I'm held hostage because of that. Because I said it already. So.
Nah, bro.
Yo, he said in the chat, you look like you being held hostage. That guy, does anybody know him? That might be a random, bro. I don't know.
I have no idea. I seen that comment. I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I try to keep
Oh
him
no,
moving.
I'm the moderator of the chat, bro. I'll be looking at. I'm gonna repeat everything that's going on. Oh my goodness, what, bro?
Oh, blame Neil because the whole Otani stuff was his idea.
I promise you, he's not saying it because what you said about Shohei Ohtani. I promise.
No, yeah, I know. Also, just hot as hell. Do you need me to blink one? Do you need me to blink one or twice to make sure I'm okay?
Yo, he said it looked like you being held, bro. YouTube guidelines. He's not being held hostage. Check our videos. Check our videos. We're almost at 50 episodes too, fellas, which is going to be a great milestone. Oh my goodness.
I'm just happy someone cares about my safety. I appreciate it.
I'm going 2013 Heat.
2013 Heat for sure. Braun was flying from half court for alley oops from the crowd. He was touching the shot clock when he dunked, like.
And he was playing defense.
And he was playing defense.
Right. He was Defensive Player of the Year that they didn't give him.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how you can even. No way. And then we're talking about D Wade. Talking about Chris Bosh.
I think Chris Bosh brought up that topic, and then he said, "I'm gonna have trouble guarding any one of those guys." I believe that's what Chris Bosh said.
He said
Fine by me, but not one of them are guarding 2013 LeBron. Who are you putting on him? KD cooked.
Nobody.
Oh no, we got 50 episodes in a couple weeks. I think we got like next month. I think August would be something like that. I think we're at 50 at that point. But
definitely Fuller. Congrats to y'all, man. Nearing 50. Yeah, that's an accomplishment for sure, man. That's a lot of consistency right there. A lot of people don't have that.
Whole lot.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to go.
We're trying to get there. I'm gonna
have to go with 2013 Heat as well, and I'll say in 6. I think the Nets will put up a fight in a couple games, but I think Heat in 6. Because there's been those games where KD gets hot, they all three get hot in one game, so. But it won't be a lot.
I'm just sitting back thinking about watching. Everybody's watching those Miami Heat games. Like when he had that 6 on his back, that was a different Braun, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he was in a different bag.
Like.
Yeah, like I know now we say like, oh yeah, we all know who's making the finals. So we literally knew before the year started, like LeBron James was walking to the finals.
Whatever team LeBron was on versus whoever, every single time. How could you? I don't know.
But yeah, I'm taking 2013 Heat in 7, and I think Brown will have one of those 45-point game 7s. Get KD out of here.
Yep.
He said, "Get KD out of here."
Yeah.
Oh man. And then you had the regular season gods, the 2015 Atlanta Hawks versus the 2021 Utah Jazz. I'm taking the Jazz.
Yeah, easily.
I'm taking the Jazz. The Hawks was on fire in that season, though. They were balling.
No, they definitely were. But I'm taking the Jazz just for the fact that in a 7-game series, I got to have a go-to killer, and I could do that with Donovan Mitchell. I don't know who my go-to guy would be when I need a bucket for that Hawks team. They were great as a team.
That was the Jeff Teague and Al Horford Hawks, right?
Yep, Teague, Al Horford, Kyle
Korver.
Yeah. Okay,
and Damari Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
Was Josh Smith still on that team?
Yeah, give me the Jazz.
And I think Josh Smith was a Piston by then.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's like they had there was no killer on that team. They're a great unit, but
right.
Yeah, it probably has to go. I'd say Jazz in 5 because of the whole Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert thing. I think Rudy Gobert would give Horford a run for his money a little bit. So I think them.
Speaking of Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, you happen to have him back, Phil?
I am happy.
The Celtics finally made a trade. They finally did it. It's not an almost trade. They actually did it this time.
They did it.
And they gave up a first-round pick to get Al Horford. Good for them.
And Moses Brown. Moses Brown has some potential. I actually like Moses Brown.
You give a first round pick for him?
We gave Kemba for him.
And a first round pick.
We don't talk about the first round pick. I don't know why.
Phenomenal first move, Brad Stevens. Great job. Phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, for that trade,
it don't look like nothing changing.
It might have got worse.
Pack it up, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the whole trade, Horford's going to be a good locker room presence, and I just need for him to make some shots.
You need more than a locker room presence, bro. You need players to win games. It's not like you were a game away from the finals. You got bounced in the first round.
And that was because of an injury as well.
Okay, so if you had Jaylen Brown, would you be playing in the finals next week?
It would have been more competitive.
Would you be playing in the finals next week?
Look at this.
I don't think Jaylen Brown was enough to get past KD.
Look at the deflection. That's what I'm saying. The deflection is crazy.
I'm trying to make sure.
Locker room presence is what you add when you're like right there. You're on the Suns felt like they were right there, and they were hot in the bubble last year. So they added Chris Paul, who was a locker room.
The Celtics were right there the year before against the Heat.
And what happened? But what about this year?
Injuries. I'm deflecting blame on injuries. No, yeah, but I do agree with you. We need a lot more. We definitely need a lot more. Yeah, but I'm trying to deflect.
Unless Tatum takes a huge step this upcoming year.
Right. And that's not impossible, but it's just
flashes.
It's just today's NBA, you are not going to win with just Jason Tatum.
Hey, maybe they might hit up a certain guard in Portland. It might be possible.
Or when Tatum's contract's up, he leaves.
I'm so tired of the delusional Celtics fan. You're not a delusional Patriot fan, but you are a delusional Celtics fan because they've done nothing. Right? They've done nothing to make you believe they're ever going to bring you a superstar, and you keep falling for it.
Bro, the last time
they drafted a superstar.
Who?
Right, they drafted one. Okay, yeah, okay.
That's the only way.
You're talking about bringing in You're talking about bringing in Damian Lillard. That's a big difference than drafting Jason Tatum.
That's the only
I'm
way
saying it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's a great possibility.
That's the only way the Celtics build a team. It seems like is the last time they made a mega trade was for KG. And they'll never. It seems like they're never going to do that again. So, while the rest of the league is joining forces, they trying to stay traditional. That's gonna be else.
And they haven't hit on the last two.
Yeah.
The last two big ones they tried to do didn't work with Kemba and Kyrie. So they got to get it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They hang on to their assets for too much, and they don't even turn out to be like out of all those assets they had, they got to show for it Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. All those picks that they swindled from the Nets, and that's all they got to show for is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
With all these players that are in the NBA right now. Trey Young, Luka, jeez.
Yeah.
And most of the picks aren't even in the NBA or bench players, like Yabusele.
Right, it's not like they just they whiffed on them and they were good somewhere else. No, these guys don't even last.
Yeah, sadness.
All right, I wanna before we do wrap up here, I wanna go to NFL. Yeah, they definitely need to fire. They fired Danny Ainge. Brad Stevens.
But Brad Stevens is the one that made that move, which I think is worse than anything Danny Ainge has done.
But I wanted to switch back to NFL here, Byron. I wanted your thoughts on 2 awards for the NFL: MVP, give us top 3, and then Offensive Player of the Year. I just want those 2. Give me
for 2021.
Yeah, for 2021. Right. Matter of fact, we'll throw Defensive Player of the Year too in there.
Julio Jones.
Oh man. All right.
Accurate.
My MVP predictions. My top 3 for 2021 would probably be. I'm gonna go Josh Allen first. I think Josh Allen is gonna take a huge step this year. He was already a monster last year, but with another year under his belt with Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, Gabriel Davis, I think that offense is going to be legit, and he's going to be the reason why it's legit. Not Stephon Diggs, is going to be Josh Allen. 2, I'm going cliche, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you just look at what he has around him year in and year out. It's ridiculous, bro. And honestly, I think they have a better number 2 receiver now than they had in the past with Cornell Powell. He's so underrated to me. They've never had that big body jump ball receiver who could stretch the field for him.
No,
Huh?
the Chiefs.
No.
Chiefs, okay.
I moved down to Patrick Mahomes.
Okay,
I moved down to
okay.
yeah. So, he has Travis Kelce. He has Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He has Tyreek Hill, Cornell Powell. I just think him and Josh Allen are going to be neck and neck through most of the year for who's going to be MVP. And third, third is tough. I don't know. You could throw so many people in there. I mean, Lamar Jackson could have a bounce back year. I think a dark horse is even Matt Stafford. Just off numbers alone, I don't know how many wins they're gonna have, but numbers,
steal it off of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, just numbers alone. Like, I think Matt Stafford is gonna have a huge year. So my third spot, honestly, I'm gonna just leave that one in the air because I don't even have one. I think it's gonna be a 2-horse race for MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. Number one is gonna be Matt Stafford because if he doesn't win MVP, he's gonna win Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt. TJ.
I think you're saying that every year until he retire.
Do you feel
until he wins one? Until he wins one.
Do you feel like he got snubbed last year for Aaron Donald or no?
Yes. No, Aaron Donald.
Yes.
He most dominant in the league, bro.
But listen, my thing is, bro, he had 12 and a half sacks. Listen, he had the same exact stats he had when Stephon Gilmore won it the year before. So how come if it was so great this year, how come it wasn't good enough for him to win it over Stephon?
Because I think they understand the mistake they made when they gave it to Stephon Gilmore over him.
Hey, we'll take
it. I'm not hearing it, man. I'm not hearing it.
You can't tell
I'm not hearing it.
He rocking with TJ. He rocking with him. Nah, he's a hell of a
man.
player,
Listen, bro. I'm telling you. I don't even want to talk about it, man. But yeah, TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. And I'm going to say it every single year until he win it, and then I'm going to stop.
Hey, perseverance.
Oh, gotta love it, man. Myron Reed.
I need y'all predictions, though. I need y'all predictions, though.
We did it, last episode, right?
Oh, did y'all?
Yeah.
I didn't. I wasn't here last week.
Oh, you Kenny's one. Because I think me, you, and Neil did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Kenny, go ahead, bro. For those three.
So for MVP, I'd say Patrick Mahomes, obviously, till he is pretty much retired, he's going to be in that conversation. Matt Stafford was my other pick. I said it the night that he got traded. I said he's going to be the MVP and they're going to be a Super Bowl favorite. And my dark horse is going to sound extremely biased, but I'm saying Matt Ryan because I think we turn the season around. And usually when a quarterback plays well or when a team does well, their quarterback is put in the conversation. Not saying he's going to win it, but I think we're going to be a playoff team with Arthur Smith. And I think that Matt Ryan, if what Arthur Smith did with Ryan Tannehill, if Matt Ryan can mirror that, he's going to be in the conversation. For Offensive Player of the Year, I think I like Justin Herbert in LA.
I think same thing, yeah.
I think he's going to be scary. I wanted to say him for MVP, but I only had 3 people, so I'm going to go Justin Herbert. And then for Defensive Player of the Year, I hate to say it because I know Neil's going to love it, but I'm going to have to say Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I'm going to go
again.
I feel like he has a chip on his back. I feel like TJ's going to grab it.
He's so dominant.
Yeah, it's like
he's literally the most. He's the most dominant defensive player since Lawrence Taylor.
But it's like, at what point though are we just going to get bored of it? And they just stop voting for him because that's what happens. But realistically, like on paper, Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make the case for him every single year, you honestly can. Like,
right? And
I'm not going to deny that. I just feel like some other people deserve it.
I want the numbers to be there too. If he has the numbers, then he should get it. But if it's on if it's close, and someone obviously he got outdone by somebody else, they should obviously get it. But like if he has the numbers, like it's like shit, he did it.
Yeah, I just think they proved last year if the numbers are close, they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't think you're going to get any closer than what it was with him and TJ last year, and they still said nope, Aaron Donald. So
yeah. And I do want to just give everybody one thing real quick before you do wrap it up.
Yep.
Give me your one dark horse team for 2021 that you don't feel like anybody's talking about right now, but they're going to make a lot of noise. My dark horse team for 2021 is the San Francisco 49ers. I think they're going to be legit. I think that defense is going to come back and be elite. That offense, they're going to run the ball down people's throats with Trey Sermon and whoever else you want to put behind him. I think most of it is still there. I think
that's the first
they're going to be legit.
That's the first team that came to my mind.
Yeah, me too. So we got to stop having Myron. He out here stealing all my teams and players.
That's why we got him
all
on
our thoughts.
He be knowing what he's talking
great
about.
mind.
That's why. I say the Niners. From the standpoint, if they get like Neil says all the time, they get trainers that can keep their players healthy. That team is very scary. I do not like the 49ers historically for the Saints either. I do not want to see them during the season in the playoffs. I don't want to see them at all.
Right.
I just hate the 49ers. So 49ers are very scary. They finally got a receiving core that is put together well. Ayuk, I feel like rounds them off well for the receiving core. So
yeah. And like I just want to highlight how physical their offense is going to be this year. If you really just sit down and look at who they have,
boy, Debo,
like when you have
Debo,
Ayuk, Kittle, Sermon, all are just so tough, could break tackles, yards after the catch, yards after contact. There's going to be a dogfight, whoever's playing San Francisco week in and week out.
Debo's sneaking into top 3 favorite player, man, to watch. Like, I watch him, and, like, I'm like, man, like, jet sweeps, drags, he's dragging people off of him, stiff arms.
It's just fun. Like, it's where they're going to line him up next. So you can put him anywhere on the field.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. So versatile.
All the running backs get hurt. He go to running back. Like,
do anything.
Yep.
Who you got, Kenny?
I'm going with the Chargers. I mentioned Justin Herbert for Offensive Player of the Year. I think that the Chargers have always been like an injury away from being right there. So I think if they stay healthy, there's like with Justin Herbert, there's no chance that team doesn't make noise in the AFC. I don't think they'll win their division, but
he might be least touch QB too.
That line.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
The line. Shout out to my boy Matt Filey, just signed there.
Yes, sir.
The line plus the ability to be able to, so he can move. He might not get touched. He might be the least touched quarterback in the league. Like,
and I think they got Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, like Austin Eckler in the backfield.
Yep.
They've got
Jared Cook.
They've got. They've got Cornell Powell 2.0 out the draft. Josh Palmer out of Tennessee.
Yeah, like
he's big body, stretch the field.
Yep.
Right.
I like the pieces they got there.
Chargers are notorious for that, bro. They have them 6'3" plus receivers forever.
Yeah, like Mike Williams, like they're huge. Like that's what they do. Just their defense. Could Derwin James stay healthy? And I mean, Joey Bosa, we already understand that he's not going to be on the field for every down, but that's okay. But can you get out there on the important downs?
Right.
Man,
they when it counts.
They had me nervous in New Orleans, man. I was at the edge of my seat watching them. That Chargers is good.
Yeah, them boys is tough.
Good team.
Right. I'm gonna go with Chicago because they have a decent defense or a really good defense, and I think they're that quarterback away. And once they put Justin Fields in, I think that offense is going to be a lot better. So the defense won't be on the field that much because we know what Allen Robinson can do as a wide receiver. He just needs a decent or like reliable quarterback, and I think with Justin Fields that he can be that quarterback. So the Bears will be a lot better than they have been the last couple of years. So I'm gonna go Chicago.
That's a good pick. That's a super underrated pick too, because I think a lot of people they shit on the Bears, but they're gonna have a nice running game. They got a 3-headed monster over there with Khalil Herbert, Tariq Cohen, and David Montgomery.
Yep.
The offensive line, they drafted Tevin Jenkins. They got some receivers, Mooney and Robinson.
Montgomery finally showing up because Matt Nagy finally threw his playbook out and started actually scheming for a running back. I'm sitting there like, why did you draft him and you're not even gonna like use him? And you finally see him like once he gets the ball, he can do his thing. So
they're like a quarterback away, and I think
the problem is just going to be how long are they going to wait to put in Justin Fields because they seem pretty committed, unfortunately, to their Andy Dalton pick because that's what I don't understand it. I know that's what you told them to get him there, but now that I have Justin Fields, I'm throwing it out of the window. But I don't know. They seem pretty committed to it. So at what point are they going to give Fields the keys to the kingdom? That's what's going to determine how good they're going to be this year.
I honestly think. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead because I was gonna ask you another question since we got into NFL and shit. Go ahead.
All right. I was just gonna say, I think he's in the same boat as Mac Jones. I think he has I think Andy Dalton has like 3 weeks before they pull the plug on him if he's not playing well, and then Mac Jones, Justin Fields, week 4 they'll be starting if their quarterbacks aren't playing well.
Right.
I see that.
So last question here: what is one team outside of your favorite team? Because I personally do this. I like watching other players and other teams. What is one team that you're gonna actually be tuning in to besides your team? Mine is gonna be Cincy.
The Falcons.
Cincy. I'm gonna be watching Cincy. He said the Falcons. Get out of here. For one reason, because Ridley's gonna be on my team in every fantasy league.
If you want to believe that.
Don't
you want to believe that.
Go ahead and reach if you want. Stack my team.
That's what I'm saying. Like
this is
you think you're hurting me by taking Calvin Ridley before me. I don't care. Like, go ahead and reach. Like, okay, fine. My team's gonna look good in the long run.
Phil's gonna. Everybody we've been saying Phil's gonna end up with watch
first pick.
So who y'all got as far as the people you got, the teams you're gonna watch for?
Tennessee. I still gotta watch that boy play on Sundays. It's not gonna be the same.
He said I need closure. He's not. He gonna be like he's not wearing 11.
No, that's gonna be such a fun team to watch though. AJ Brown, Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, like Corey Davis is a New York Jet now.
Oh, he is. What?
Yep, he's a Jet. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have fun watching that team. It's gonna hurt not seeing Julio be a Falcon, but hey, it is what it is.
What about you, Phil?
I'm gonna have to say the Chargers because Herbert had some hot flashes last year. I want to see that continue. Hopefully, the defense can stay healthy, but just seeing Justin Herbert play another year is gonna be fun, especially fantasy wise. So,
for me, I'm sticking in the division. I'm gonna be watching Cleveland, man.
Cleveland.
I mean, honestly, like rivalry aside, I love their roster. I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. I love running football teams. And honestly, who does it better than Cleveland right now? One of the best offensive lines in the league, the best running back duo in the league. It's just too fun to watch. So I'm gonna be watching Cleveland for sure.
Good picks for sure. Oh man, let's go right into the chat. Shout out to Fuller. Shout out to Showboat. Daniel Crawford for the laugh. He said you look like
I appreciate the safety check.
Yo, I gotta go look at the other videos to see if he ever commented before. But bro,
I haven't seen them.
Shout out to Otto. Shout out to Uber's Rehab. My boy Nigel. Shout out to Rick. We appreciate everybody. Myron, appreciate you for tuning in with us and coming.
Thank you for having me, bro.
And everything like that. He said. Rick said the Browns might be crazy. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
They're gonna be scary for sure.
Yeah.
They win in the division. I'm saying it right now. They're gonna win the AFC North.
That's coming from a Steelers fan too.
You got 3 teams that could definitely like compete for that division, minus the Bengals.
Now only if I can get Kenny to understand where like with the NFC South that the Saints just own it.
The Saints. You think the Saints will win that division this year? You know the team that just won the Super Bowl returned every single starter, right?
Don't listen.
You know the team that just won the Super Bowl.
Let me see how
returned every single starter, right? And you just lost your starting quarterback, right? I just want to make sure you understand how that works, right? Like you lost your starting quarterback, and they returned everybody.
You gonna let me outro? I'm not gonna get into this with you right now.
Someone got to replace me.
I couldn't let you say that and just walk away like you just like. Because I'm not delusional. Listen, I just know that the Bucs are still in our division.
Saints have a good chance to hold it down. I like their chances. That's what you're going to get out of me. I'm not going to say it's certain. I like our chances.
Okay.
Jameis Winston has a $90 million right tackle. He better do something.
Listen. Hey, man. I just want to see what happens these next couple weeks. They can see if they can pick up more people.
Yeah, Kenny, week by week.
Yeah, definitely, bro. You understand me week by week. But man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tune into everything that we got going on. IBTEnetwork.com, at IBTE Network on all platforms. Anybody got any plugs? Any plugs? Can you got any plugs?
No, sir.
No Utica OD plugs? You got
Well,
any
subscribe to
articles?
the Utica Observer Dispatch.
Yeah. Come on,
I got
man.
articles daily.
Go listen, man.
Facts
Go
of articles.
subscribe to my boy. Stop playing with him. That's working.
It's $1 for a 6-month subscription.
All right, I gotta do that right after this, for sure. Phil, Myron, you guys got anything? Any plugs?
Myron, you got any?
Any women watching, go subscribe to Woman Enough Podcast coming soon, IBTE Network.
Ooh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We up out of here. Have a blessed night. All right. We are good.